Here going to be something like right. What is the sum of sum in the bind? What is the sum bind of red and green color of the code? Start F3 E2 E1. So guys, what is the question is that you have a color code, okay? You have a color code in front of you and you need to get the sum in binary of red and green color from the given color code, okay? So this is a color code given to you. From this color code, you have to fetch the sum of red and green color, and then you need to get that total sum in binary. You need to represent that total sum in binary representation. Do you guys remember like what is red color here? What is green color here?
No.
Anyone? No one remembers what is green color or what is red color here?
I'm looking through my notes.
Okay, Nevita, no. Okay, that's nice. So guys, recall that hexa color code hexadecimal conversion when you were studying about hexadecimal conversion. So I told you something about color code also, right? So
Yeah,
I'm giving you the hint. This means that the first two represent red color, the middle two represent green color, last two represent blue color. Okay, so now these are in the hexadecimal form. These are in the hexadecimal form. You need to convert this into a decimal. And after converting it to the decimal, you need to add both and convert that to particular, like binary representation. Is my question clear now? Yes or no?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Anika and Rishi? Is this clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm giving you like 2 to 4 minutes time to solve this. Let me know when you're done. Okay, I got one answer. Okay. What about others' answer? Is anyone else solving? Should I wait?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Okay, okay. I'm just waiting for the 2 to 4 minutes. Anika, can you send me the decimal representation of red, green, and blue? Like for, I think for red and green only. Okay, thanks, Anika. Those who have solved have got the same answer. Please give me the confirmation by typing yes. Nivita, did you got the same thing? Okay, that's nice. But yours and Anika's binary representation is different. So 469 is both red plus green, right? So if you are going to do red plus green, so you are going to get something called 469, of course, because 243 plus 226 here, you will get something called 469. And now, what is the correct 469 binary representation? I got two different answers. For binary representation, I got two different answers. This needs to be the same. This decimal to binary representation should be the same.
Sir, I double checked mine and I'm pretty sure I did it right.
Okay. It's 469. If I convert 469 to binary, yes, yes, Nivita, you need to double check. The answer should be something this. Yes, Rishi, yours is correct. Anika, yours is correct. I think Nivita, you did some minute mistakes, so it might be wrong, right?
I think so.
Okay, okay. Anyways, so yeah, cool. So yes, this question is these types of questions are very important. Like this is something like they didn't ask you directly. Okay, they are not going to ask you directly. So something like this they're gonna ask you, like, so you need to represent all these color representation and all. So yeah, so let's go for a new question now. So the new question will be something like, I will give you one RGB value. Okay, so RGB value is going to be something like, let's say 341, 123, 231. Okay. Now, if I ask you here, get me the sum in binary for red and blue color. So I can expect this answer fast. Okay. So let's give it 2 to 3 minutes to solve this question. And I hope you remember RGB, what is red color, what is green color, what is blue color, right? Do you guys remember, or should I tell you red, green, blue?
No, I remember.
Okay, cool. I think all of you remember, right? Red is the first one, green, so yeah. Okay, okay, cool. So yeah, hoping you reply fast. Let me know once you are done with your solution. Okay, I'm up with one answer, guys. So waiting for more answer, then I will proceed further. I got one answer. Okay, I'm up with three answers. Hello. Okay, now there's a quick good thing for you people. So guys, you only tell me you okay, that's something great. That's something great. I got it from Anika. Anika, you are right. Isn't risk supposed to be under 255? This is something you people need to catch, okay? So this question can't be solved, okay? The answer should be no, doesn't exist, okay? This is what I was waiting for, right? Right? And you all people have given me the solution. You have given me the answer, okay? So why it doesn't exist? I remember I told you, right? Each and every color should range from 0 to 255, right? That is RGB. In RGB, each and every color should range from 0 to 255. Is it correct or not? Guys, is it correct or not? Makes sense or not?
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah.
So how you people have solved the question?
I didn't realize that and I just kind of added it.
Okay, so now you got it, right?
Yeah.
So guys, this is also one of the twists which is going to come, which might be in question. Okay, so people, you need to remember this. Like, so this is what you 341 is not the correct thing. It should be under 255. And thanks, Anika, that you know it. Okay, that you remember it. Okay, that's nice. Okay, Anika first has given me the answer, and then she has reminded me. Okay, so it should be under 255. Correct? Okay, that's nice. So guys, ready to move for the programming question? Let's go for a programming question. So I hope you all of you remember what is Fibonacci series, correct? We have solved it.
Yeah.
Let's solve something related to Fibonacci series. Let's take one of the application of Fibonacci series and let's solve that. Okay. So here what will be the Fibonacci series question will be something like okay. So write a program which can tell which all numbers out of Fibonacci series, out of Fibonacci numbers and which are not the Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so write a program which can tell which all numbers are Fibonacci number and which are not the Fibonacci numbers in a given range. Okay, in a given range. Wait, I will explain you more in more. In a given range. Okay, let's suppose if the user enters something called range between 1 to 10. So this way 1 is the start value and 10 is the end value. Okay, 1 is the start value and 10 is the end value. Now you people need to tell me in the given this range 1 to 10 which are Fibonacci number, which are not Fibonacci number. Let's say 1 is Fibo number. Second is Fibonacci number. Not a Fibo number. 7, 8 is a Fibo number. So guys, this is how you need to tell me, okay? So start value and end value is going to be something which is the user is going to enter, okay? With the user is going to enter. So start and end value the user should enter, and it can be any value. Here, for example, I have given you 1 to 10. It can be any value. It can be any value, okay? So from that given range, your program should tell what all numbers are Fibo number, what all numbers are not a Fibo number. Is my question clear?
Yes.
Anika, Arush, Rishi, okay? What about you, Arush and Rishi?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, that's nice.
I
Okay,
got it.
before you people go for solving, I will tell you one thing, okay? If this is a given perfect square, let's say 5 times n plus 4, or 5 times n minus 4. If these two condition is a perfect square, okay, where n is a number which you want to check is a Fibo number or not, okay, n is a number which you want to check whether it is a Fibo number or not. If any of these equation becomes a perfect square, then that means that is a Fibo number. This is a short trick which I am telling you before proceeding to your solution, okay? So you can use this thing also. So now should I wait for 5 minutes for you people? Come on, yes in the chat box. Okay, only one people said, can I wait? What about others? Should I wait for 5 minutes? Okay, Anika, you can try. You can give it a try, right? You know the Fibonacci number, so you can give it a try. I think you are getting some approaches in your mind, right? So just try to implement that approach. What about you, Arush and Rishi? Should I wait for 5 minutes?
Sure. I'm still solving it.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, giving you people a 5 minutes to solve this question. Okay, so yeah, I can see like most of you people got stuck here. Okay, I have a good thing for you. Let me share my screen, please. Okay, cool. So here I want to show you something. Okay, so how you can approach for this question is, I'm saying that let's take like in this equation I told you, like if this equation is a perfect square, any of these equation is a perfect square, either or both, right? Either or both. If it's a perfect square, that means that the number is a perfect number. Sorry, that number is a Fibonacci number. I'm talking about n is a number. Okay, so now you have to make a function first which can check for a square root, which can check that a given number is a perfect square or not. So how you can check it? So in Python, there's a very beautiful library called import math. Okay, we can directly import math something here. And inside this, what we need to do is, like, once you imported math here, you need to make a function that which can check whether a given number is a perfect square or not, right? So what I will do is I will be making a function which can check that given number is a perfect square or not. So let's say I want to check whether n is a perfect square or not. Okay, I want to check whether n is a perfect square or not. So in this function, inside this function, what I will do, s is equals to int of math dot square root of n. So math dot square root of n. Okay. So math dot square root of n I have done inside this function. Okay. So now what the next thing is like, so guys, this is an inbuilt function of math library of for Python. Okay. So it will give you the square root of a given number, square root of a given number. Now now the question arises here, why I have given here int, right? Why I have mentioned int over here? Because we want to, because there's like a, not all given numbers is a perfect square, right? Let's take, you want to get the perfect square of whether you want to check whether 5 is a perfect square or not. So like no, 5 is not a perfect square, right? If you are not going to get 5 is a perfect square number, right? So it is, you want to get only integer value over here, so you have written over int. Okay, now what you will here return here, you are going to return s time s equals to n. What does it mean? Okay, that means if if n is a perfect square, it is going to return true. Okay, if n is a perfect square, it is going to return true. If n is not a perfect square, it is going to return false. Okay, so guys, this is a function which is going to check that whether a given number is a perfect square or not. So this is the first thing we are done with. Now the second thing which we need to do here is that you need to check whether the given number is a Fibonacci number or not, right? So you can make another function def Fibonacci something. In this you can pass n. Inside this you can call this function and you can check whether this number is a perfect square number or not, right? Something clear or not by this? It's is it clear what I have, whatever I had told till yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now should I wait again? Yeah, so I'm giving you again next 5 minutes. Next 5 minutes again for you people. Go for it. Sure, Nivita, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. You can, yeah, it happens. Thanks for informing. Guys, I'm waiting next for around 5 minutes from now, okay, for you people to answer this question. Try it. At least a more than 50% solution I've told you, right? Okay, guys, it's my turn to solve the question. Should I go for it? Come on, yes or no at least. Okay. More people. What about you, Rishi? Nivita.
Yeah, you can solve it.
Okay, nice. Okay, let me go for it then. I'll start by sharing my screen. My replet is up now. Okay, cool. So now, the very first thing which we need to do is we need to write a function for which can check whether a given number is a perfect square or not. Okay. So in this case, I'm gonna do something called import math. Because we need to import mathematics. Okay, here. Now, once we are done with import math, def is perfect square. We need to check whether x is a perfect square or not, let's say. Okay. So in this, I told you, make a random variable s. In this, check whether a given number is perfect square or not. So there's a function called math.square root. From this, you can get the square root of whether the given number is a square root, like something like that. Return s times s equals to n x. So if you are multiplying 2 times x and you are getting x, then that means that is a perfect number, else that is not a perfect number. Okay. So it is going to return true if it is a perfect number. It is going to return false if it's not a perfect number, perfect square. Okay. So now we are done with def perfect square. Now the next second approach was we need to write a function which can check is whether a given number is a Fibo number or not. Okay. So I can name the function as Fibo. Okay, I've given the function as Fibo and I've given n as a parameter. Okay, is Fibo n as a parameter. Then in the next line, I can go for something called you have to check whether s is a Fibo number or not. So return, simply return. Call this function now is perfect square, which we already created. So it's perfect square. Now remember I told you something 5 times n plus 4 or 5 times n times n minus 4. Okay, so we need either any one or both. If this can satisfy the condition, if this is a perfect square, then we can say that this is a given number is a Fibo number. So we can check like this 5 times n plus 4 or is perfect square 5 times n minus 4, correct? So now, if any one of the condition is true, it is going to return true, correct? Or if either both of the condition is true, it is going to return true. I hope you all remember logical OR operator, right? I have used here logical OR operator. Sorry, yeah. It should be X here. My error. So now we are done with most of the part. We are done with most of the part. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a start as an input. I'm going to ask for start as an input, int input. What is going to be the start number? What is going to be the end number? So this is the two things which I asked from the user, start and end. For I in range of start to end, for I in range of start to end. Now inside this, we can add a if condition. If, let's call this function is Fibo. If is Fibo of I equals to true. If this Fibo of I equals to true, then I'm gonna do print I is a Fibo number, else print I it's not a Fibo number, correct? So I hope something you people got it, right? Now first run this program. Let's check whether we are getting input or not, output or not. So let me give a start number as 2. Let me give it the end number as 10. So can you see, guys? Can you see? I'm getting 2 is a Fibo number, 3 is a Fibo number, 4 is not a Fibo number, 5 is a Fibo number, 6 is not a Fibo number, 7 is not a Fibo number, 8 is a Fibo number, 9 is a Fibo number. For this, we got it. Let me run this again to show you again. 5 to, let's say, 18. So I think, okay, I've given comma. Okay, my error. This thing is a separator. So 4 to 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if you want to get 12 included, give n plus 1 here, okay? And give n plus 1 here. So now, is this program was interesting? All of you got this, how we have done it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 yes? Okay, 2 yes? 3
Can
yes?
you add this program in the notes when you send it to us?
Yeah, sure. Nimita, you will get each and everything in notes. Don't worry. Whatever you are going to be doing in class, you will get it.
Okay.
But you got the concept how we have solved it, right?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Should I wait for 2 minutes for this program for you people? Anika, you need to give here n plus 1. I hope you remember, right? If you are going to for a range, it will not include the last number, right? So if you want to include the last number, you have to give here n plus 1. Yeah, okay. So guys, I'm waiting 2 minutes for you people to get into this and then we'll get back to next question. Okay, guys. So next question is going to up for you people. Okay, so this question is going to be quite interesting for you people. Let me share my screen. Okay, guys. So next question is going to come up for you. So it is now based on something called array. You can say list rotation. So by rotation, it means that you need to rotate the list. Yes, correct. We need to rotate the list. We need to write the code to rotate the list. So now let's say, okay, I hope you know that array and list both means the same, right? Either you call it array, either you call it list, both are same, right? So if I can write here ARR equals to, I can give something 1, 3. So guys, I created this an array. I created this list. Okay, let's say I created this list. Now we need to get the D value from user. Okay, D will decide with how many jumps you need to rotate the array. Okay, D is something that is going to tell with how many jumps our array should be rotated. Okay, so now if D value is 2 here, if D value is 2 here, that means my array should rotate towards backward by 2 positions. My array should rotate backwards towards two position. Like the output for this should be, if this array and D is equals to 2 is an input, then output should be here something called 6, 12, 90, 35, 1, 3. Guys, can you see? These 1 and 1 is being shifted by 2, right? It's being 2 rotate 2, but like by 2 position, it is being shifted backwards, right? Each and every element has been shifted by 2 position. Can you guys figure out how is it shifted? Yes or no? Guys, is this question clear? Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. I will give you one random input. Okay, let's take now if I give you input as ARR1 equals to something. And if D value is 3 here, then what will be the output? Come on, quick output in a chat box. What will be the output if this is a list and this is the jumping position? Jumping, you know. Okay, I got one output as 13, 67, 102, 34, 12, 89. Correct, guys. Now you got the question. Now you got the question. Rishi and Arush, clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
So should I wait for your solutions?
Yes.
Okay, guys. Giving you 5 minutes more to solve this question. Let's take this question. Let's solve this question. Cool, go for it.
Should the user input the list of numbers, or should we just come up with like a random list?
Yes, can you repeat again, please?
Should the user give the list, or can we just come up with like a random
Okay,
list?
Nimita, this is totally depends on you. Either if you want as a user to give the list, you can give, or either if you want to define it a program, you can define it. Okay.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just, I just want the logic for shifting. Okay. Not if you can give the list as an input, go for it. Either you can define it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So any people got any approach to solve this question? I guess I'm getting back.
I'm getting an error, but I don't understand. It's the list index out of range error, but I don't know why I'm getting that.
Okay. So okay, so I will be sharing my screen. Let's solve that question. Okay, let me share my screen. Just hold on. Okay, so screen is up. Let me remove this program. Cool. So guys, this is basically based on rotation, okay? So we have to make a function. Always, pretend to make a function. So what I can do is def rotate array. Let's give this as a rotate array as a function name. Now in this, what next I'm going to do is there is going to be three parameters. The first will be the array. The second will be the length of the array. The third will be the distance, that is d, okay? Like with how much distance you want to rotate the array. Just, okay. So now inside this function, what you need to do is we need to do all the things inside this function, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna create one temporary array here. So this is how I can make a temporary array here. Okay, I make a temporary array here. Now what I will doing is I will make I and I will assign it to 0. I will be using this I variable to, to get the index, okay? Basically to work with an index, we need to make some random variable. So I made this I variable to get the index thing, okay? So now here, like I make this temporary variable and assign an empty array to it. Now what the next thing inside this, I will be doing while I less than d, okay? What is d here? D is the distance, right? So let us say d is 2, I is 0. So all the elements which are at 0 and 1 position, if you are taking d as 2, so I is 0, so all the array which are stored at 0 and 1 position, that will be stored in temp. What I will do inside this, I will be making temp.append. Inside this temp, I will be storing all the element which are located at less than D position. Okay, so then I equals to I plus 1, this. So now we are done with. Now again I will reassign I value to 0. Again I will reassign I value to 0. So now in the next I will make one more while loop here. That while loop will run from D is less than n. Okay, this while loop will run from D is less than n. Here what I will be doing is ARR of I equals to ARR of D, and I will be assigning I equals to I plus 1 and D is equals to D plus 1. You know what all this thing is going here? Let me get back to you in my word pad. Okay, you know what is happening here? The first while loop, you must have been noticed, it's running from I less than D. Okay, so let's say my array is this and D is 2. Okay, let's say my array is this and D equals to 0 and I equals to 0, right? So all the element which is at 0 and 1 position, that is 1 and 3, inside this array, I'm storing this in temp array. So that means my temp is going to hold this, that is 1 comma 3. Okay, in this thing, my temp is going to hold 1 comma 3. Okay, so in this temp array, I have stored this thing. Now, in the second loop, what I'm doing is, it is D less than N. In this array, what I'm doing is, I'm replacing array of I equals to array of D. What does it mean? And I assign I equals to 0 before this while loop, right? So that means array of 0 equals to array of D. What is array of D? 2. So array of 0 is equals to array of D, that is 6. Then array of 1 equals to array of D plus 1, that is 12. Then like this, it will keep on assigning. So after this while loop, my array will be, my ARR will be something like 6, 12, 90, 35, something like this. Something like this will be my next ARR. So I got this temp, I got this ARR. Now if I do ARR plus temp, I will get something like this, right? I can get something like this. 6, 12, 90, 35, 1, 3, which is absolutely same as this thing, right? Does it make sense? Did you got some logic what we are going to here? That's what happened.
Yeah.
I'm not clearly audible.
Yeah.
Is my internet-
Now I can
Yeah,
hear
you-
you.
now it's audible. Like you got understood or not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
can
did.
hear you.
Okay. So till here, all the things were clear, right? What I'm doing and how I'm solving the problem.
Yeah.
Cool, Anika, Rishi. Okay, cool. So now let's back to our this thing. So this is what we have done. Now, what the next thing? What the next thing should be? The next thing, this is not completed. Okay, this is not completed. The next thing is still left here. The next thing is still left here. We need to modify ARR. I have not modified ARR. So how can I modify ARR? Sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, so guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do ARR of empty. This is what's ARR. Okay. ARR of this equals to ARR of this thing I plus temp, and then after this function, inside this function, I can say return ARR, right? So I'm done with this rotate array. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to define one ARR, random ARR, okay? So this is ARR. So now I will be doing print array after, or let me give here a list. It will be more good. List after rotation is print. I can call this function rotate array. I can pass ARR, len of ARR, comma 2. 2 is my D value. Okay, you can take this as input from user. So see, I got this rotation, okay, 2. So now if I change this to 4, so I got, see, 4 times rotation, right? So something like this, you are going to get it. Is it something, is it clear, this program, this whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, only 2 yes, and I got till it. Arush and Anika, what about other?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, cool. So guys, do you want me again to share that program at any rotation work? Now you can write it again by yourself.
I can do it by myself again.
Okay, that's nice. So one homework I wanted to people, I want you all to get. So what the homework is thing like? So guys, here we are performing something called left rotation. Left rotation. So the any value was shifting backward. Okay. So now I want you people to do the right rotation. See what this left rotation and right rotation means. Suppose this is my list. Okay. So if D value is going to be 2, so in this case, left rotation is going to be something like 2, 3, 5, 1, 2. This is going to be left rotation. And right rotation is going to be something called 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Did you got the difference between left rotation and right rotation? Can you see by, so in right rotation, it is moving forward, and in the left rotation, you need to make it move forward, backward.
Okay.
So on a quick yes or no in the chat box if it's clear. Okay, so can I expect you people are going to try this right rotation in your free time after this session?
Yeah.
We are done with left rotation. We have done this thing, okay? We have done this one today. And I want you people to come with come with the solution.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So any question regarding today's session? Anything you want to ask? And guys, one quick thing, you please revise all the theory concept, whatever you have studied till yet. Okay, so see it because theory is theory is also equally important. So don't want you people to lose marks in theory because theory is something easy. I already posted the assignment in a chat in a Google Classroom. Go through that and do your best how you can try to do it, and there's try to solve that too. Okay, and post your solution over there.
Your audio is lagging.
Yeah, like we can
Audio is
hear,
lagging, is it?
we can hear some of it and then it starts breaking up and then we can hear
Yeah.
some.
Okay, Anika, I will share it for you. I will share it for you. Guys, I was saying nothing. I want to say that I posted assignment in that assignment question. So try to do that also. Try to understand the question and try to solve that question by yourself and try to post your.
I cannot hear you.
Hello.
And now I can. And now. But sometimes.
Now am I audible? Is it?
Yeah, now you are.
Hello.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
cool. So I was nothing saying, like I was saying that assignment. This time there's two programming questions also there. So try to answer for that, okay?
But sometimes your audio becomes like blitzing.
So guys, am I audible now?
You're still a bit breaky, but kind of, yeah.
It's still glitching a little.